Alright, so I wanted to do an updated video on my game room. It's been a while, but ever since the last video, I've gotten more items, more trash added into this room. So let's just begin here. Alright, this is that's the Sonic back in 1991. I drew that for the Dare program, so I still have it. It's laminated, so I just making sure that it doesn't tear or anything like that. But it's pretty crappy drawing, but you know, I was a kid. My Switch games, some DVDs, some VHSs there, the original Star Wars before the special edition. So was my PS3, Xbox, and PS5 games, PS4, the WrestleMania VHS. Those are good because they're how can I say, unedited, uncensored. So boom. And then here we have some Mega Man items, the games right there. You have the Mario, the Gyromite. Try to stay with the old school items here. The Power Glove. Some Spider-Man figures. Arcade stick right there. Those are the analogs, the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. And an arcade stick works for the Switch and PS3 and other consoles. And 4 more items right there. The Sonic games. So, okay, see what we have here. Just more random items. The Analog Pocket, my recent purchase. Just miscellaneous stuff. Various old school magazines, GamePro, EGM, Nintendo Power, the DS's, Game Boy Advance, Colors, Pocket, 2DS, 3DS. There's various different stuff here. These are the Game Boy Pokemon, Zelda, Mega Mans. They're original, they're not the repros. Here the box games, Game Boy, Zelda, just various stuff, some portraits. That's the EGM 100. That's one of my favorites because that's when they had the top 100 games, and that was before like that was when Nintendo was still somewhat, you know, king on top of its games. So a lot of the games were Nintendo games, but then after that, like, everything really changed. Amiibos. This is where I play my my PS2, DS games, some PS2 games. Genesis, various stuff. There's various items here. We have some Wii games here. Super Nintendo. So, Genesis games, 64 games. The PlayStation Mini. The Master System. We have more 64 games, more Wii games in the back. Some PSVR 4. The box Smash Brothers. Here we have the GameCube games. Some of the mini consoles. TurboGrafx, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Virtual Boy. Some box games right there. Nintendo games. Some toys here. Action figures. Hello Kitty. The LOL dolls. Some vinyls, Mega Man vinyl. The Nintendo console, Star Wars Hot Wheels figures. These are like the more popular wrestling games, the earlier ones, the SmackDown ones. Here Comes the Pain, the better ones. Troubleshooter, one of my favorite Genesis games. Moves really fast. That game for sure Super Nintendo wouldn't have been able to make. Box Metroid, Game Boy games. Bomberman for the Saturn. Underneath there are my GBA games. I have a bowl of original Game Boy games. Just random stuff. Let me make some room here. The Atari right there, the Mini. Some arcade one-ups. That middle one is modded. They put new lights, new buttons, joysticks. Pretty much they install like all these games. That's pretty cool. The Super Mario Hot Wheels. More random stuff. Ninja Turtle action figures. At some point it was more difficult collecting games, so I started collecting action figures, toys, just anything that looked cool. These were vintage RC cars from the 90s, very popular. That Power Rangers poster, you can't really see it from here, but they're actually signed. Each actor signed right pretty much where the helmet's at. Even those characters, those actors, Bulk and Skull on the bottom, like everybody, all the actors. More action figures. That's where I play my Switch. Some more stuff here. Just more action figures there. Ninja Turtles, the Hot Wheels, Mario Kart. And then I put the Sonic ones there. Where I play my Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, the Wii U, Xbox. Yeah, so this is pretty much my updated game room. I have more stuff on the top right here. More Hot Wheels, right there, Pixar. Some X-Men and Star Wars. Some Barbies up there. Alright guys, thank you very much.